I'm speaking with Jamie Rosenberger, product manager at Allied Machine and Engineering, about the new Insta-Code Thread Mill Programmer, an innovative software that quickly creates a thread mill program. Insta-Code is now available for Windows download. Jamie, can you please start by telling us the basics about the new Insta-Code Thread Mill Programmer and why a customer would want to use it?
Absolutely. Insta-Code Programmer, it's a download software that you're able to put onto your PC that's going to give you the ability to create programs for your machine to be able to run the thread mill. It's going to give you the ability to select the thread form, select the thread pitch, and information about your application. Then it's going to create the program necessary for your machine controller.
How does the Insta-Code Thread Mill Programmer improve manufacturers' production time or save money?
By making sure that you have the right program for your thread mill. That's first and foremost, because if you have a program that was for a competitor thread mill and you're trying to run a different thread mill, even though they're both a 3/8 24, they're going to have different cutter diameters, they're going to be made up maybe out of different materials, different coatings. You want to make sure that you have the right program for the thread mill that's in your hands. That way you have no worries as you're setting up the tool and you're running that setup piece. You know that that thread mill program is meant for your application, and you know that it has the correct speeds and feeds. If you're running high temp alloy, you want to make sure that those speeds and feeds are specific towards the thread mill that you have. Also, by having a cycle time calculator built into Insta-Code, it gives you the ability to see the cycle time that the machine is going to take to run that thread mill. So say you have an application and it's suggesting 500 surface feet, but you know that you can run it a little bit faster, you want to get a little bit better of a cycle time, you can increase it to 600 surface feet and see what that would do to your cycle time.
Tell us a bit about the unique features of Insta-Code that make it better than other available similar apps. Please touch upon how easy it is to install on machines on the shop floor, its ease of use, and the ability to visualize the cycle time required to create the thread.
I've been in this industry for almost 15 years and working with thread mills for quite some time. And along the way, I've used our thread mill programmer, and I've also used competitor thread mill programmers. And I've been using them for quite some time and realizing some of the things that were just missing out of these programmers. And so here was my chance to take some of these missing features and incorporate them into Insta-Code. One of the things that Insta-Code does is it gives you the ability to save programs. So if I'm a machine operator and I have the software out there on my computer beside the machine, it's really nice because as I go through and I select the application information, I create the program, I can save all of those selections. So then the next time I go to run that job, I can just pull that back up and not have to worry about going and finding the thread mill program somewhere on my desktop. It's really nice because it gives you the ability to have different machine controllers. So if I have specifically Mazax or if I have specifically Heidenhain controllers, I can choose any of those types of controller types and create programs for them. It's also available in multiple languages, so this way it really appeals to the global market for being able to create thread mill programs. And ultimately, it's just easy to navigate. That was one of the things that I wanted to make. It was just very easy, and how it flows through the questions and asking you about the application details. It's really easy to navigate through. One of the things that we wanted to do with Insta-Code is make it really easy to be able to get this out on the shop floor. You know, originally I had always thought that having an online version was just the way to go because you could always have the latest information and very up to date. However, more and more times that I was out on the shop floor realizing those computers usually do not have internet access. So I wanted to make sure that where you need to run the thread mill is where you're going to be able to create the thread mill program. So with having that said, you can go onto our website, onto alliedmachine.com, and then from there you can go onto the Insta-Code Thread Mill Programmer, and there's going to be a download button. Click that, save it to a flash drive. All you're going to do is take those files, it's a zipped file, take it out to the machine, and then you're going to run the executable file, and then from there you have the program, the software, Insta-Code on that computer. From there, occasionally if we release downloads or if we release updates to it, maybe we have new product launches, we want to make sure that you have the most up-to-date information. There's an easy offline updates button right beside your download button. You'll download it and take it back to the machine where you have installed the software, and it'll put the updates there for you.
Out of all the features in the Insta-Code software, which do you feel is going to benefit customers most?
Well, that's a tough question because I think that there's a lot of features about Insta-Code that are going to be very beneficial. The cycle time calculator, having it available in multiple languages, there's just a lot of different things that I think that were incorporated that are very beneficial. I'm going to say, though, having the ability to go back and retrieve those saved applications and be able to pull them up and make alterations to them. This is really nice that I'm able to just go back, instead of just having a text file on my desktop of that program, I now have everything about that program, whether if it's the thread diameter, the application, the material that you're machining, the controller that it's on. I have all of those selections right there saved in Insta-Code. So all I have to do is go back into Insta-Code, pull up that program or that saved application, and I can make edits from there. So say I needed to change the thread diameter, or I needed to change the length of cut on my next run for the job, I can pull it up, make those edits, release a new program, and save my new application. It's really nice being able to just go back into the software, grab that old application, and then put it back on the machine.
Jamie, thanks so much for speaking with us today about the new Insta-Code thread mill programmer and how it can quickly and seamlessly create the right thread mill program. For more information, please visit www.alliedmachine.com/Insta-Code thread mill programmer.ASPX.